All right, you manufacturing maniacs, prepare for some mind melting truth. One company doubled their factory output without adding a single machine or person. Turns out, maximum capacity is a comfortable lie that operations tell themselves while opportunity escapes. They discovered busy workers and running machines were masquerading as productivity while actual output limped along like a three legged turtle. The capacity illusion convinced them that they were full when they were really just foolishly inefficient. Hey, I'm Todd Hagopian, the original Stagnation Assassin, CEO of the Stagnation Assassins, and the Executive Director of the Stagnation Intelligence Agency. As always, this will be a fast-paced, bold, in-your-face episode where we will help teach all the aspiring stagnation assassins out there how to declare war on stagnation. If you have issues with factories running at full capacity while competitors are outproducing you, in this podcast, you will discover the four dimensions of true capacity beyond just equipment. You'll discover how flexible automation can multiply output and why the 7 laws of capacity optimization will help you unlock hidden potential. Picture this production paradox. Manufacturers staring at busy machines and sweaty workers declaring, "We're at capacity," while massive productivity potential passes them right by. They confuse motion with progress. They confuse activity with achievement. The capacity confusion creates corporate catastrophe. Companies believe that capacity equals equipment capability times hours. Wrong. That's like measuring a car's speed by engine size alone, ignoring the driver, the road conditions, and whether or not you're even pointed in the right direction. I read about this equipment manufacturer with a schizophrenic situation. Robotic production lines sitting idle while manual workers pulled 70-hour weeks. Why? Each robot could only make one product. When demand spiked for product A, that line ran overtime. Meanwhile, Products B, $1 million robot, just sat there and collected dust. They had the capacity of a Formula One car, but the flexibility of a freight train. Here's the hidden hemorrhage. Manufacturers accept capacity constraints as laws of physics rather than symptoms of poor thinking. We can only produce X units becomes corporate scripture that nobody questions. It's like accepting that you can only eat with one hand because that's how you've always done it. The 4 dimensions that we're going to talk about reveal the reality. Technical capacity, which is equipment, is just the start. Operational capacity, how you use that equipment, matters even more. Management capacity, which is your decision speed, constrains everything. And strategic capacity, which is your flexibility, determines your survival. Most companies optimize one dimension while ignoring the others. Another company discovered that their capacity constraint was actually approval delays. Products sat waiting for quality sign-offs while inspectors attended meetings about improving flow. The machines had capacity. Management was the bottleneck. They were like a race car with a governor installed by bureaucracy. But here's what makes me mental. The overtime orthodoxy. Companies paying 150% wages for overtime to squeeze 20% more from existing capacity, rather than finding the 50% improvement hiding in their current operations. They're paying premium prices for poor planning. Toyota's Georgetown plant proved the point. They increased capacity by 25% without adding any equipment at all. How? They questioned every assumption. They eliminated every waste. They optimized every movement. Same machines, revolutionary results. Their competitors were still buying new equipment while Toyota was printing profit from productivity. It is time to unleash the hidden capacity from the 3S framework: sketch, streamline, solve. Start by mapping current state across all 4 dimensions of capacity and prepare for shocking discoveries. Retail equipment manufacturers' flexible automation transformation showed the way. They invested about $2 million in modifying robotic lines with flexible end-of-the-line tooling. The result? Each line could suddenly produce multiple SKUs. Suddenly, idle robots became productive powerhouses. Capacity didn't increase, capacity utilization exploded. Strategic shift scheduling multiplied man hours. Instead of everyone working days, they staggered shifts to run the equipment 20 hours a day without true second shifts. Workers got flexibility, machines got utilized, output got amplified. One company increased production by about 35% just by being smart about scheduling. The 7 laws of capacity optimization guide your gains. Law 1, hidden capacity always exists every time. Law 2, fix one constraint and another one will appear. That is progress. Law 3, capacity flows like water. You direct it where it goes. Law 4, flexible capacity beats fixed capacity. Law 5, capacity naturally degrades. Constant optimization required. Law 6, decision speed limits everything. And the last law, 7, capacity must align with your strategy. Value stream mapping reveals invisible waste. One manufacturer discovered products traveled about 2 miles through their plant. Reorganizing that flow cut the travel by 80%, reducing production time by nearly 30%. The capacity was there, hidden in the hallways. But here's the counterintuitive catalyst. Constraints force creativity. When you can't add machines, you must innovate. A food manufacturer facing a capacity crisis discovered that you could cook products 20% faster by adjusting temperature curves. Chemistry knowledge trumped capital expenditure. Management capacity often constrains the most. Accelerate approvals, eliminate bureaucracy, empower operators. One plant manager gave authority to line workers. Defects dropped 40%. Output increased 25%. The workers had the wisdom. Management had been the wall. Capacity is not fixed. It is flexible. Think like water, finding cracks, not concrete, accepting constraints. A plastic company discovered that running certain products at night when temperatures were cooler increased their output by about 15% with better quality. Time-based capacity optimization. Strategic partnerships provide surge capacity instead of mainlining excess. For peaks, partner for flexibility. One manufacturer partnered with complementary companies, shared capacity during different seasonal peaks. Both companies gained 30% effective capacity without any investment. Now remember, visit toddhagopian.com for some awesome free content on slaying stagnation, or go straight to the source and visit the world's largest stagnation slaughterhouse at stagnationassassins.com. Make sure to sign up for updates, follow me on the socials, buy all of our books, do all the things. But most important, tune in next time as we continue to declare war on stagnation. Your capacity revolution starts now. Here's your homework. Walk your operation tomorrow with fresh eyes. Find 3 constraints that everyone knows limit capacity. Challenge each one of those. What if they're wrong? This week, test one assumption about your capacity limits. When you discover that there is hidden productivity, you will never accept we're at capacity again. What accepted constraint is actually just accepted stupidity. Go find it. We'll talk next time. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate you.